I just uploaded a video all about the best niche fragrances that scream fall, okay? Fall niche fragrances video. I just uploaded it a few days ago. If you missed it, check it out. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the best designer fragrances that scream fall to me, that I can't wait to wear this fall. Okay, so if you guys want to find out what they are, just continue to watch. Hi my lovely people, welcome back to another fabulous fragrance video. If you're new to my channel, I upload all kinds of fragrance content, affordable to very expensive luxury fragrances, and I do nation designers, celebrity, I do it all, and Middle Eastern, the Arabian fragrances, which I just did 2 videos on Arabian fragrances, best dupes for luxury nation designer fragrances, and my favorite Middle Eastern fragrances. If you missed those videos, check them out. I will link them down below in the description box. Now in this video, I have been kind of dying to wear these designer fragrances this fall. These scream fall. What do I even start with? I mean, I guess I'll start with this one. So I'm pretty excited to wear this. I didn't used to be a very super woody, dark, smoky, myrrh, resinous, you know, balsamic kind of gal. I do like resinous and balsamic, you know, in like moderate amounts when it's really nicely blended into the composition. But I'm not usually, I didn't used to be anyway, a big fan of very smoky, incensey, or too woody, too earthy, or too ambery, too myrrh-like, you know, type of fragrances. But I have really been appreciating that type of fragrances lately this fall, especially fragrances like this. This is Tom Ford Vanille Fatale. This is the reformulated version of Vanille Fatale. When I first talked about this fragrance in the haul video that I hauled this in, you guys said that, some of you said who have the old version of this and the new version both, or you smell both, you said that this is not like the old version at all. There are some similarities, but apparently this version doesn't have as much ylang ylang. This is not, you know, this is a little bit more woody and smoky, I think, than the original version. I forget what you guys said, but you definitely said that this doesn't smell exactly like the older version, which you say supposedly it is better than this one. But I don't know the old version, I never got to smell it, but this I have really grown to love, you guys. When I first got this, I must be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of it at all. Now I really like it. Like, it's one of those fragrances though that you only want to wear in the most vampy, witchy height of fall, right around Halloween. That time, like right now, you know, is a good time for this. All through November, I would say. So this is more of an October, November kind of fragrance. Okay, in my opinion, because this has a very, what can I say, like a dark, vampy, witchy vibe about it. But it's a beautiful, deep vanilla scent. This, I think my favorite note that makes this really delicious to me, in addition to the resinous vanilla and the other deep vanilla notes that this has, I think my favorite note is the barley note. You know, that sort of like grain type of notes, like barley. It has this sort of like delicious coziness sort of feeling to fragrances. It's hard to kind of explain. So this is got like or ingredients. That means like the highest quality ingredients, like Tom Ford. It's super expensive. This was like $400+. Ouch. But the thing with Tom Ford fragrances is that they use like Maison Crivelli does the same thing, like the top highest, best quality ingredients, and they tend to do a lot of proprietary stuff, like the vanilla tincture in the Vanilla Sex that was released with this has a proprietary blend of vanilla tincture from India. So that's the kind of stuff that really, you know, adds to that allure of Tom Ford, that uniqueness. So this has like roasted barley, that deliciousness from it, very cozy woody notes, and it has the best resinous vanilla notes in here. It's not a creamy vanilla in any way. It's more of a resinous vanilla. So there has to be some benzoin in here, I'm assuming. Whether it's revealed or not, there's a very resinous, deep, sweet vanilla in here. You know, I mean, that resinous vanilla or very high quality vanilla. And it has this slight smokiness without it being overly smoky, but it's a very, yeah, it's smoky, but it's not an incensey smoky. It's more of a woody smoky. So it's a very woody, sexy, woody fragrance. I believe this should have ylang ylang too. I know the older version did, but if there is ylang ylang in it, it's well blended and it's not front and center. And you know, when I first got this, I didn't love it because it was still very like strong in the woodiness. But now that it has sat around and matured, which it's very important, you guys, to let your fragrances sit for a while, like a month at least, before you form an opinion of it, because the fragrances, once you open them up, they need to aerate and kind of mature a little bit before they really fully reach their potential. Okay, so that's what happened with this fragrance too, because now it smells super deeply vanilla. At first, when I first got this, it was very much more masculine, whereas now it's very sweet and smooth and leaning very kind of feminine. Okay, so yeah, don't judge it immediately. This is actually super sultry and sexy. My husband loves this on me. So that is one that I've been dying to wear, because when I first bought it, like I bought it in the summertime. First of all, wrong season. You have to wear the fragrances in the correct season or they're not gonna smell the same. They're not gonna perform the same. They're gonna smell like something else. Anyway, so when I first bought it, it was still kind of strong in that very strong woodiness, whereas now the woodiness is gone down. And now that sweetness of the vanilla is more front and center, and the floral notes are kind of forward now. So it's absolutely delicious. So I tested it a few months later. It was still like end of summer. So I finally get to wear it. All right, so the next designer fragrance. By the way, you guys, I made a huge mistake. I don't know why, for some reason, it's really hard for me to remember that Guerlain actually technically Guerlain stands alone. It's not a designer brand, it's not a niche brand, right? Because it's not actually a clothing fashion designer. It's makeup and beauty. So Guerlain kind of falls in its own category. So I included Fève Gourmand in my niche fragrances video. I suppose there's no wrong and right about it. You can either include it with designer or niche, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Fève Gourmand could go in this bunch too, but anyway. Okay, so the next one that I have been dying to wear until like fall is Ambre Nuit. As you guys can see, I haven't used it very much because I bought it, was it last fall, I think, and I just didn't wear it. Well, first of all, I'm not a massive fan of ambery fragrances, although now I'm starting to really love amber fragrances. Also, it's the right season. But anyway, oh my gosh, here's another fragrance that did not smell like this when I first got it. Now it completely smells different, you guys. Oh my God, now the amberiness, the super deep, dark amberiness is kind of gone away. The rose in here, the romantic, feminine, sexy rose note is now forward. And it's like sultry, come to me kind of fragrance now. Oh my gosh, it's super feminine. It's super sultry right now. The rose is screaming obvious, which it wasn't when I first got this. It was all about the amber. But now, gosh, I smell that beautiful rose. The rose note in here is a super like velvety Damascus rose, you guys. It's just so beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's a very opulent fragrance, very expensive, luxurious fragrance. It's a very sensual as well. It's one of those super screaming, I'm a woman, I wear red lipstick, I wear high heels, and I'm fashionable. I go to Fashion Week in Paris kind of fragrance. It's absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to continue to wear it. And this time I'm gonna put a dent, because when I first got it, it did not smell like this. I hardly smelled the rose when I first bought it. This goes to show you, you gotta open a fragrance, let it sit, you know, kind of like a fine wine. Perfumes are like a fine wine, you know? Okay, so the next perfume that I'm super excited to wear this fall is this one right here, Black Opium, YSL Black Opium Le Parfum. Is it Le Parfum? Or I think it's Le Parfum. So anyway, this is the very gourmand, milky, creamy version of, did I spray something here? Yeah. Version of the original. Honestly, it's like putting your nose into this custard pudding, milky, creamy, condensed milk, custard, caramel dessert. But if that was a woman and if it was a perfume, that's what it smells like. Oh my God, it smells like toffee too. To me, it smells like milky toffee. When I say toffee, I don't mean like, I mean the actual toffee, like caramel like toffee that you wrap in wrappers. Oh my gosh, it is absolutely delicious. It's very lactonic, very creamy, very milky. It has that coffee, by the way. It also actually, you know what? It smells like tiramisu, because I can smell the coffee. Tiramisu has milky and coffee, you know, scent. So it smells like tiramisu wrapped in a toffee, wrapped in a caramel, dipped in creamy milk, and dipped in condensed milk and honey dripped on top of it. It actually doesn't have a honey accord, but you know, it smells like this has gorgeous vanilla notes. It's so creamy and beautiful. Absolutely delicious. It's a true gourmand fragrance. Smells very edible, but in a very sexy way. Delicious. If you want to smell delicious, it's the one for you. I gotta say, I love Black Opium fragrances. When you go back to many years ago, decades ago, when YSL Opium, the original, came out, it was a groundbreaking perfume, you guys. It may not be today in a world saturated with thousands of niche and designer fragrances. It may not be anymore, but it was a groundbreaking fragrance and a groundbreaking composition, okay? That's why to this day it's still popular, even though some people hate, like there are haters because it's too saturated, too popular, right? But I still like the original, but no, I must admit it, not as much as I like the flankers. Like my favorite is the Black Opium Neon and Black Opium Entente, and the, you know, the blue one and the pink one. And then this one. Those are my favorite flankers of Black Opium. But yeah, that's one I've been waiting to wear. Another super delicious, dark, witchy, vampy gourmand. This beauty right here, this is Tom Ford Black Orchid. And this is a timeless fragrance. This one is I describe it as a delicious gourmand, but an earthy gourmand. Okay, so there's a classy factor to it. Did I spray here? Yeah. There's a classy fact about it, aspect to this. But, okay, so this has all these delicious gourmand notes like chocolate, coffee, and all this, gosh, like thousands of notes this composition has. You know, even florals like ylang ylang, there's like orchid and all these floral notes. And then you have, you know, did I say gourmand notes like dark chocolate, you know, that sort of thing, coffee and all that. Even though it's gourmand, this has earthy, delicious earthy notes like black truffle, which like gives it that unique, deep, mysterious element. Okay, so the earthy notes in here, there's, I believe, slight bit of patchouli, which is also earthy, maybe very unnoticeable amount, and with the woody notes, with the, you know, probably it probably even has stuff like vetiver, you know, like these earthy notes, that delicious, almost edible earthy note, the black truffle. It gives it this sort of like mysterious, vampy, witchy kind of allure, if that makes sense. My husband loves this. It was one of my biggest surprises or shocks that he said he loves this, because I never once pegged it as a perfume he would like, because he's into all this sort of like, you know, he loves the marine notes, you know, with that salty skin, sexy vibes. He loves anything with ozonic notes, you know, freshies, right? This is the furthest thing from a freshie. This is dark, vampy, crazy, you know, like, ugh. So yeah, he loves it on me, you know. So then I have this sexy one right here. This one really kind of makes me think of, all I want to do is wear black leather pants and then like a red top and wear this out with a leather jacket. That's kind of what I picture when I see this. This is Loubiraj by Christian Louboutin. There's nothing masculine about this fragrance, although it says Loubiraj, although men can wear it, of course. To me, this is very much of a sexy, fashionable woman's fragrance. Oh my gosh. This has the most intoxicating, it's an intoxicating fragrance, has the most intoxicating suede note that gives it a leather accord. Leather can be super luxurious, super sexy when it's used right, when it's blended right, when it's done right, okay? Absolutely gorgeous. And this has like this deep sweetness to it, almost like, I don't think it's tonka bean, but there's something sweet in here that's deeper vanilla kind of sweetness. I don't think it's revealed in the notes. I know there's pink pepper in it in the opening, which is kind of a nice bubbly opening. There's woody notes in here, like really deep woody notes. This is a very sexy night out kind of fragrance. Absolutely stunning. Leather pants, red top, high heels kind of fragrance. Absolutely delicious. So I have here an oldie but a goodie that I have been really eager to wear again. So this is full because what I have been wearing is actually the older version of this. I'm not gonna pull it out right now, you guys. There's the older version, which I have two actually. I have one and I have a backup of the older version. So I actually did a video comparing the old version to new version. People, actually Lancome swears that they're both the same, but they're not, okay? Anyway, they're very, very close though. So that's why this is not used, because I've been using the older version. I stopped using it when I started to put a dent in it. This fall I'm going to start wearing this one. This is Oud Bouquet by Lancome, the Maison Lancome collection. This is the most jammy, sweet, delicious rose oud fragrance in the world. It is, the rose in here is so jammy. It's like rose jam with the syrupiness that is so alluring, like so intoxicating. The oud in here is not offensive. It is not barnyard oud. It's very smooth. It's delicious. Okay, this is a fragrance that screams fall. It's a very dark fall vibe kind of fragrance that you should only wear in cold weather. Don't make the mistake of wearing this in warm weather. If you live in a warm climate like Florida or something, make sure to wear it at nighttime on cool nights like February nights, okay? Yep, Oud Bouquet. Oldie but a goodie. All right, then we have this one. Actually, I'm gonna kind of lump these two together since they are flankers of an original. YSL Libre Intense and Libre Le Parfum. Okay, so these two, I must say my favorite is the Intense, even though this is pretty darn good too. I'll tell you why. This one is the sultriest one, I think. So good. This has a soothing, so there's this orange citrusy factor in it. I'm sure there's mandarin orange in it. It's kind of syrupy. It's a syrupy citrus with orange blossom in this fragrance, and then you get this soothing vibe from a little bit of lavender in there. Oh, that's so good. Lavender always makes things kind of soothing but sexy at the same time. And it has like vanilla, and then it has like orchid. There's a fair amount of vanilla in here. That's very, very beautiful. You can smell the citruses in the background, but what you smell is that sort of syrupy orange blossom with that soothing lavender. Absolutely gorgeous, very sexy, very popular. Now this one is the same one, the Le Parfum. This one, the only difference is this is very deep, even deeper than that one. And this one has some honey. So it's like the honeyed version of the same thing. Oh, now I'm actually kind of, these are kind of neck and neck right now for me, honestly. Oh, that's beautiful too. You can smell that gorgeous orange blossom. The lavender isn't as noticeable in here as it is in here. Definitely the original is more lavendery than either one of these. Both have a lot of vanilla, but this one has a syrupy honey and more orange blossom forward. Oh, so sexy, so sexy. Can't wait to wear it. It's a great fall fragrance. And then we have this right here. This is Lancome Belle L'Extrait. Okay, you guys, this one is the extrait version of the line. So this has a very intense iris powdery note, but it's blended with very vampy, deep, dark fall type of notes. So yeah, it is a beautiful powdery iris and rose, very sexy. Rose Damascena and iris Paletta together doesn't get any more feminine than that. Okay, oh, so good. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to wear it. And then we have here a fragrance from Carolina Herrera Confidential line. This is Sandal Ruby. This is a very soothing sandalwoody kind of fragrance. But it's super sexy. There's something very, it's like a blast of sexiness about this. Yeah, it's sandalwood, but it does not smell masculine in any way. It's a very, very strong, sexy woman's fragrance. It has like this warm spices in here that is so beautiful. It has tuberose, and there's a silk note in here, which adds this touch of luxurious feeling, very silky, smooth, kind of, I don't know, feminine allure to it. And it has a very soothing and sensual dry down with the sandalwood and the cedarwood. Very, very, very sexy, very strong. However, it's a very in the middle of fall kind of fragrance. Do not wear it any other time. I don't even recommend it for winter, although the coldness level is right. The ambiance just isn't right in the winter. Fall is the best time, the witching hour, you know, right in like around the Halloween time. It's very sexy in that type of way, you know. Anyway, the last but not least is this Madame right here. This is Chanel Coco Noir. This one is the classy lady. This is your classy buttoned up fragrance for, you know, any kind of classy type of event you have to go during fall, day or night, okay? Oh yeah, this is that Chanel DNA, that Coco Chanel type of, like, with that Chanel, you know, slight earthy, that classy DNA that Chanel has. So it has a certain level of booziness about it. It has like the classic earthy Chanel DNA, like kind of like patchouli vibe, but very subtle. It has this booziness from the bourbon vanilla, you know, with a slight sweetness without it being too sweet. It has rose, very, very feminine. There's jasmine, but you know, something about it is just so different from anything else, any other type of fragrance. There's always that Chanel DNA that centers around that slight bit of patchouli, classy vibes, the earthy vibes from patchouli. But anyway, yeah, I love this. I think it screams fall. If you want a classy 1930s 40s type of glamour, this is the fragrance for you this fall. Can't wait to wear it. So those are some of the best top screaming fall designer fragrances that I'm dying to wear this fall. That doesn't mean those are the only ones I'm wearing this fall, but those are just my top ones that I've been dying to wear. If I try to put everything I'm gonna wear this fall in one video, it'll never end, okay? But these are like some of the ones that I'm gonna reach more consistently, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Can you share, please, what type of designer fragrances you are dying to wear this fall that scream fall, that is dark, vampy, witchy? You know what I mean? By the way, I'm gonna do a video about witchy, vampy fragrances, niche and designer, so stay tuned for that. Let me know down in the comment section, what do you think? What are you wearing this fall in terms of designer fragrances? Now, if you missed my fall niche fragrances video, please make sure to catch it as well after this video. So give this video a thumbs up. By the way, you guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Really helps me grow this channel so I can bring you bigger and better content. When my channel is bigger, I get more opportunities to work with brands and, you know, more opportunities to grow my channel, which will help me bring more content for you guys. So please help me out and subscribe and ring the notification bell, because I don't have a set schedule right now. So if you don't click the notification bell, YouTube will not notify you when my videos go up, and you will miss a lot. And don't forget to follow me on social media like Instagram, and of course hop on over to my makeup and beauty channel, Cleo Luxe Life, where I just uploaded a bunch of luxury holiday makeup collection reviews. There's Guerlain, Chanel, Dior, and I'm about to do Charlotte Tilbury, those pop shots and all that, and a bunch more. So Tom Ford, all that, stay tuned. So yeah, hop on over there, subscribe to it, ring the notification bell if you're also into makeup, not only smelling good but looking good too. That's the place for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next video.